further out. And with that, I'll yield back, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Senator Budd.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thanks for hosting this. And to my colleague from Virginia, Danville, Virginia. Virginia is awfully close to North Carolina, so perhaps we could meet and learn what you're learning up there. Absolutely. So the services, most of the services, are facing the most difficult recruiting environment since the inception of an all-volunteer force. As we heard in the opening statements, Air Force, Navy, Army all failed to reach the recruiting goals this year. General Bowers, congratulations. Appreciate your work. To address the recruiting crisis, I believe we must focus on increasing the number of Americans eligible to serve and to seek ways to increase the propensity to serve. So I'd like to ask each of you, if you would, to talk about, it's a four-part question, if you will. Talk about, one, the ways that the service is working to expand the pool of eligible applicants. Secondly, without lowering standards, and I think in some opening statements you all mentioned about not lowering standards. 3, increasing propensity to serve. And 4, what can't the services do that you all need help from us on? And if we can begin with Air Force and work our way across. Just brief answers, if you would. I've got a couple other questions.
Okay, sir, thank you. From a ways to expand the pool, again, we've used our rebuilt strategic plan to really get after this, sir. Some of this is in marketing, being able to get into places and spaces we have not explored before, some of the partnerships that I discussed, all with identifying the aim to identify talent. Additionally, we've developed an e-recruiter program that actually has the ability to take what we call national leads and continue to work them through the process. And so that gets us into spaces that we may have not been able to work before and gives us capacity within the line recruiter force to maybe work some of the more direct or lengthy accession pieces on that. So our e-recruiter works a lot where the medical process or other is what we call a simple screen, and that is an opportunity that then gives bandwidth for our recruiters to be out and about in spaces that are not. Additionally, we do have a detachment within the headquarters. It's called Detachment 1, and its aim is to bolster aviation opportunities in underrepresented areas for those that have never had the opportunity maybe to fly or even see an airplane or what it does, as well as marry that up with our wings. We have several wings that fall under that, our Inspire wings, to do that in that capacity. So those are a few of the ways across the spectrum of what we aim to do that expand to be able to have opportunities for folks of quality to come into our force.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
General Bowers. And again,
thank you, Senator.
Well done on hitting your goals.
Thank you, Senator. In the Marine Corps, we like to replace propensed with inspired. So to say only 9% of the youth are propensed means there's 91% waiting to be inspired. And by our best Marines, with our best commanders, projecting our ethos and core values, the chance to be part of something larger than themselves, to truly make history, we find that it is working, attracting and inspiring the right young men and women of character to become Marines.
Thank you. Admiral Walker.
Expanding the pool, we have established, in mirroring what the Army did with their Future Soldier Prep Course, the Navy has instituted a Future Sailor Prep Course, both physical and academic, to allow as many people who are eligible and capable and meet our standards to join the Navy. We are adamant about not lowering our standards. We want people to meet them. In terms of increasing the population, our marketing and advertising campaign, we are able to communicate to our target demographic to share the full experience of what it means to be a sailor so that we can dispel any of the myths about service that concern them. And for help needed, a national call to service. And when I say that, I mean a conversation from public leaders about the benefits of service and how sailors can use their service to further their lives. So those are the things that would help.
Thank you. General Davis, I want to ask you, in addition to that, in the limited time that I have, in your written testimony, you highlight the Army's Recruiting Enterprise Transformation Plan. So what benefits does the Army anticipate achieving from these new reforms, and when does the Army expect these to be finalized?
Thank you, Senator, for that question. Some of these will occur right away, Senator. So, example, how we prospect the techniques that we train our recruiters on how to do this may change quickly. Because I believe some of the techniques by which we're using or our recruiters are connecting with the current generation is really unchanged from when they contacted me in high school. So that's one area. That's some of the things that we may change very quickly. In terms of the workforce, that is another area, Senator, that may take a little bit longer because now we got to look at how we train, how we select, and what is the particular knowledge, skills, and behaviors we want from future recruiters that's different than from what it is right now. So all of these are being looked at right now from our operational planning teams, and they are briefing, the brief are going directly to the Secretary of the Army and the Chief of Staff for the Army for approval. But these are actively ongoing, in addition to, hey, what can we do right now to, hey, do we need to expand, future soldier prep course? What additional structure do we need to act on a particular initiative?
General, as this rolls out, will you commit to keeping us informed about developments on this?
Yes, Senator.
Thank you. I yield back.
Thank you.